We conclude Deload week with day 3 and day 4, where I bring you the sumo deadlift. Feels so good to get back into this. I said in my previous videos that I'll be reintroducing the movements that I'll be doing in competition, and honestly, it feels like a reunion this week. So we started things off with the low bar squat, and then day 2 brought back my competition bench press with the feet on the ground, and then now we have the sumo deadlift. So with this movement in particular, I was actually quite worried because recently I sustained, or I guess during this block, I sustained an injury on my knee, and it kind of persisted. And I remember sometimes when I've demonstrated this movement, whether I'm teaching it in a class or I'm working with a client, I felt a bit of discomfort, but thankfully I went to go see my physio last week and he's given me, some exercises to work on, and thankfully he's actually helped with the discomfort as I go into these exercises. So this session was actually really good, and it's a massive confidence booster as well, because I'm only going to now start progressing each movement I do, and with that progression will come a lot of weight that has to be lifted. So there is that kind of pressure to ensure that every week I'm progressing towards the goals that we set for the competition. So as you can see here, I'm just doing singles, nothing too crazy. Working up to a decent weight. I think I worked up to about 180 kilos. So this was 140. I sped up all the parts of when I was going to get the plates and stuff, just so I'm not also waffling on in this video, because the main things that I want to talk about is the deadlift, and that's what I want to continue doing. And with every set, like, it just felt so good getting this position, introducing the hook grip as well. I've always felt as time went by, lifting with a mixed grip was just a lot harder for me to maintain tightness on my lats. And this is not to discourage anyone from lifting with a mixed grip. I don't say that, lifting with a mixed grip is bad or it causes any imbalance. I just, felt a lot stronger whenever I've gone for a double overhand. And usually, in training, because I hadn't developed my hook grip at the time, I'd always lift with straps, and I always just felt like I could get into a much better position when I lifted with a double overhand grip. So it was good to, just reintroduce the hook grip. As you can see, I'm setting up now, and start to almost retrain that grip, because it does take a toll on your thumbs, especially if you don't know how to utilize it properly. And to be able to do this at 180, especially after a very, very long time not hook gripping, felt really good. Then we move over to the last upper body session of the week. And this is just an easy single at 80 kilos with the close grip Larsen press. I didn't have the fat grips in the session. I just didn't want to add more stuff into my bag. And especially where it was deload, it wasn't really necessary. So next week, the prep begins. Like, share, and subscribe.